Hello everyone, my name is PK, and in this video we're gonna explore how you can leverage our pre-built example functions to quickly get started with VMware Event Broker appliance. Now what I'm showing you guys here is our GitHub repository where you can see our source code for all of our appliance, the VMware Event Router, which is the core of the core of VEBA, and you can also see our example functions. Now to get started, you will want to clone or download our repository, which you can do by hitting clone or download and copying the URL. Now if you don't have Git, you can directly download the zip, but you'll miss out on keeping up to date with all of our updates that we keep pushing to our repository. Now once you have that available, uh, we'll go ahead and use git clone in a terminal of your choice to clone the repository down. As you see in a minute, we'll see that what we all of the folders and files that we saw in our GitHub repository is now available to you in your local file system. Now let's explore the examples folder real quick. And what you see here is essentially our within our examples folder, you see different functions that are made available and written on different languages. They're organized by the language that they're written on, and uh, they're prepackaged and pre-built and made available for you readily, right? So for this video, I'm going to be focusing on triggering a PagerDuty incident, which is written in Python, and the intention of this function will be to whenever it triggers, whenever it sees an event, a bad event, hopefully it'll automatically trigger a PagerDuty incident. Now I have PagerDuty set up. So I have a service that I was able to set up, and I have it integrated with Slack, and I was able to set it up with an API key that I'm going to be using in my function. I have a separate video that talks about how you can set up PagerDuty in a blog post as well. So please reference that if you want to see what that how to get started with PagerDuty. Now in vCenter, what we'll be doing is we'll be turning off the VM, and we'll see a PagerDuty incident getting fired. All right, so let's explore the files within our function. Now within our function, we have a readme.md which has step-by-step instructions, and we have the handler folder which has all of the scripts that contain the function, and the password.txt is my OpenPass password that I'm going to be needing later, and the pd-config.json is essentially any sensitive information that I need to reference within my function, right? The stack.yaml is the primary key descriptor for FAS to deploy the function, and we'll take a look as to what it contains. As you can see within the stack.yaml, we specify the gateway. This is the FQDN to a resolvable FQDN to my OpenFAS or VEBA endpoint. And for this function, it's using Python 3, and this is the Docker container that's pre-built and readily available for you to deploy. And these are some environment variables we're using within the function, and all the sensitive information is passed on as a secret. And for the events, I'm subscribing to are the VM part on and VM part off event. Now let's get started deploying the function. To deploy the function, we'll need the tool fastcli, which endpoint to connect to. So we're going to export an environment variable called openfast underscore URL and give it the VEBA endpoint. And I'm gonna log into openfast using the command. So I have a text file with my password, which I'm passing to fastcli. I have a shortcut for fastcli, and I'm logging in for the admin user account with the password within the password dot text. I'm specifying the TLS no verify because the default VMware Event Broker appliance comes with a self-signed certificate. So we're going to have to need to provide that flag. Now you see that we were able to successfully log in, and once that's done, we can successfully go ahead and create or config as a secret. And what you're seeing here, what we're saying is fast CLI create a secret called pdconfig, which is what our stack.yaml needs. Use from the file pdconfig.json, right? And in my scenario, it's saying that I already have the secret created, so it's saying that it exists, and we're gonna deploy this function. Now, what you're seeing here is I already have a function that was available with the same name, so it's terminating that function and it's creating another function. And what is going on here is I'm essentially watching all the pods within the appliance to give you guys a sense of what's happening behind the scenes. Now that's created, let's quickly look at the logs for our function, and I'm gonna use the follow flag, which is basically tailing the function, and we're going to power off this VM. Sorry that I'm jumping around, but couldn't find an ideal way to set this up. So and immediately you'll see that our incident got triggered, and it's saying that the VM was powered off. It provides a lot of detail on which VM hosts the data center. This is completely configurable, and we want to see the logs. We'll see that this was passed and the post request was successful, and we got a success message. Now that's how simple it is to deploy a function and integrate your vCenter with PagerDuty, which was almost difficult without VMware Event Broker appliance. Thanks for watching.